This video illustrates how to use the absolute value in your computations. The first example is to compute the absolute value of -5. So first, we need to go to the Math button, and then the arrow key once to the right to Number, and you can see right here the ABS represents absolute value. So we will select Enter, and now we'll insert -5. Remember not to use the subtraction symbol to represent a negative number. Use this key to represent a negative number. Then we hit Enter to compute the value. And we can see that the absolute value of -5 is equal to 5. Also, recall that the absolute value of 5 is also 5. So if we go to Math, over to Number again, and then here we are at absolute value, select Enter, and then insert 5, and close the parenthesis, and we hit Enter. So the absolute value of -5 and the absolute value of 5 is 5. In our next example, we will compute 2 minus 3 times the absolute value of -4. So that is 2 minus 3 multiplied by the absolute value. So we need to go to the Math key, then over to Number, hit Enter, -4. So that's 2 minus 3 times the absolute value of -4, and we select Enter to get our answer. Let's clear the screen and do one more example. The next example is to compute the absolute value of 5 minus 8 times 2 plus the cube root of 7. So that is the absolute value of 5 minus 8 times 2, close the absolute value symbol, then added to the cube root of 7, and we must hit the Math button so we can enter in the cube root symbol. And we can see that number 4 here is the cube root, so we will select 4 and do the cube root of 7. And select Enter. This concludes the use of the absolute value.